What's going on, everybody? I'm Dylan Garcia and I'm doing a nutritional video on every single thing that I did and ate to lose over 100 pounds. This video is broken down into topics. So for topic number 1, was it hard? For me personally, yes, it was actually really hard because there was some days where I'd go to bed hungry, I just wouldn't want to work out, I wouldn't lose weight on the scale, and I felt really discouraged. And I just felt really depleted of energy because of how little amount of food I was getting in my system. But that's where discipline comes in. You have to get it done, whether it's lifting weights or running, doing your cardio, and just not overeating. Skipping days can turn into 2 days, 5 days, or even 2 weeks. And that just makes you to where you have to keep restarting, and that's just gonna screw you up mentally. The main asset into losing weight is consistency. You gotta stay consistent with it, and then you will gradually lose weight. Keep to a program. Be productive every day and keep trying to hit that caloric goal. If one day you binge eat, don't worry about it. Just get back on the horse and start again. No matter what, we're all human. You know, we all make mistakes, so just don't make it a habit. Topic number 2, what should I eat to lose weight? Honestly, you can eat whatever you want as long as it hits your calories for the day. But if you eat junk food, your body won't get the proper nourishment and you won't get as much food out of it throughout the day. You can eat 6 ounces of chicken, 1 cup of rice, and a handful of veggies for the same amount of calories as 1 Big Mac from McDonald's. So what I'm trying to say is that you can eat a lot more food and get a lot more micronutrients out of that food if you were to eat cleaner. You can also spice up your cleaner meals by using 0-calorie condiments such as hot sauce, spices, or even 0-calorie drinks, 0-calorie soda, sparkling water, or even Powerade, Gatorades. Also, if you drink a lot of water throughout the day, it will help keep you full. The main thing you want to do though is track your calories. How to find out how many calories you should be eating depends on your body. I would recommend eating around 2,500 calories. It depends on how active you are though. You know, you could be sitting at a desk during your work, so a desk job. You're not really moving too much. Or you could be working as a dishwasher or a busboy, you know, at a restaurant, and you're constantly moving, you're constantly on your feet, which also means you're constantly burning calories. Stay consistent with those calories. Make sure to weigh yourself every single day. If you were to lose weight too quickly, bump up the calories a little bit because you're gonna feel really sluggish and low energy throughout the days. And if you're gaining weight, drop the calories a little bit, about roughly 200. There's an app called MyFitnessPal, and that is the app that I use to lose weight. And I actually currently still use it just so I know I get the proper calories and nourishment for my body. Now, for micronutrients such as proteins, fats, and carbohydrates. They say for protein, you want to get at least 1 gram per 1 pound of body weight. So for me, I weigh 185 pounds. So that means I'm gonna have at least 185 grams of protein. But if you're like how I was at 300 pounds, of course I wasn't eating 300 grams of protein. I was eating roughly 160 grams just so that I know my body can actually keep up with as much muscle as I was actually getting. Now, clean sources of protein would be beef. I would recommend 93.7, which is 93 protein, 7% fat, and I wouldn't really get 100% protein because, yeah, that is a lot of protein, but it wouldn't really fill you up as much as some fat in that beef would have. We also have tuna, eggs, turkey. Turkey, it's got a lot of protein, minimal fat, and 0 carbs. And also cottage cheese. If you don't like cottage cheese, because I'm not a fan either, you can spice it up by putting like a teaspoon of peanut butter or some berries in it just to make it taste a little better. We also have Greek yogurt. Greek yogurt, you can do the same as cottage cheese. You can put peanut butter, berries in it, maybe even a little bit of protein powder in it, and just mix it up, and that's actually a really good snack. We also have chicken breast. Chicken breast can go good with really anything. Like you can throw it in your rice, your pasta, your salads, and of course just by itself. It's a well-rounded source of lean protein. Then we also have protein powder. Protein powder depends on your taste buds. Me, I personally went with either the Ghost Protein Blueberry Crisp, I think it's called, and the OG Optimum Nutrition Chocolate. And I would mainly use that to throw in I would put my protein powder in my oatmeals. And actually, speaking of oatmeals, the next one is carbohydrates. Great sources of lean carbohydrates would be rice. Jasmine rice is my favorite. Pasta, Oh, actually, a fact about pasta, you can actually substitute it if you're on a really low calorie diet. You can substitute it with like shaved cucumber, and you can use that as noodles instead of actual regular pasta. You're basically tricking the mind. We also have oatmeal, sweet potatoes, and fruits. With fruits, you can use them as like a snack, like throw them in a small bowl or something. Just make sure not to overeat it because they are easy to overeat and you'll actually get too much sugar throughout the day. Also, what you can do with fruits is that you can make yourself a nice smoothie. Things you can put in that smoothie for a quick on-the-go meal would be peanut butter, kale or spinach. You got protein powder, your mixed fruits, maybe like a banana to make it a little more thick, and almond milk. It's a quick 5 to 10 minute meal, and it has your proteins, your fats, carbohydrates, and your micronutrients. Now, for fats. For fats, you'd want to eat cheese. They do have lower carb and lower fatty cheese. Fatty beef, whole eggs, peanut butter, avocados, and nuts. Nuts in a salad is a great way to give your salad a little crunch. I'd say to get a salad a day every day. That way you're getting your micronutrients, your vegetables in there. For my daily salad, I usually have a cup of spinach, I have shaved carrots, mushrooms, green bell pepper, red bell pepper, and a little bit of ranch. And honestly, a little bit of ranch goes a long way. Now, for topic number 3, what specific diets did I use? The main one I found super effective was keto. Now, a background with keto is that you can't really eat any carbs. You're set to about 30 grams of carbs a day. So that means no rice, potatoes, pasta, you can't have any of that. I did that for about a few months, maybe 4, and I gradually lost about 10 pounds a month. I was eating all proteins and fats, such as in the mornings I would have whole eggs with fatty beef, and with that I would drizzle, I would drizzle a lot of cheese over it. For lunch, I would have chicken and beef salads with some veggies in it. That way I know I'm getting my macros in throughout the day. For dinner, I would have whole eggs, chicken, beef, and of course with cheese over it. For snacks, I would have Greek yogurt with peanut butter in it, about 1 serving. And that was basically my meal plan and routine throughout when I was on keto. Let's just say I spent a lot of money on eggs because they were basically my go-to. Another diet that I found really effective was intermittent fasting, which basically means that you skip breakfast for a certain amount of time. So I would wake up, wait 6 hours, I would have black coffee. The trick with black coffee is that it actually helps suppress your appetite. And I would have 0-calorie drinks during that time frame. If I was extremely hungry, I would have 1 apple, and that would help satisfy my hunger for a little bit. After that 6 hours, I would start with my first meal. The plus side about intermittent fasting is that it helped me to not be so hungry at the end of the day. Instead of spreading your meals out throughout the day, and in my opinion, that just made me even more hungry. So being on intermittent fasting, keto, working out, and being on a stable caloric deficit was basically my bread and butter to losing weight. All right, so number 4, what exercises should I do? The main thing that I did was a push-pull legs routine. Monday would be a push day or a chest day. I would go to the bench press and do whatever I needed to do for that day. If it was a 4 sets of 12 or 7 sets of 3. Then do some accessory work such as incline dumbbell press or barbell press, chest flies, chest press. Then I would do shoulders as well on chest days. So I would do dumbbell shoulder press, lateral raises, rear delt raises. Then I would hit some tricep movements such as like cable pull downs, you have tricep extensions, you have over the head tricep press. The next day would be a pull day or a back day. A superset means that you do an exercise right after the one you just did, so no rest time. Then I would do lat pull downs, cable rows, dumbbell rows, pull-ups, and then I would hit biceps. The next day would be legs. I would hit squats, then I would hit stiff-legged deadlifts, lunges, quad extensions, hamstring curls. Then I would do abs for maybe 10 to 15 minutes. It would honestly just be a rinse and repeat. Sundays, I would take those off just to have just for my body and mental state relax and recuperate for the next day. For cardio, I would say the easier cardio for still burning a decent amount of calories would be Stairmaster. It's low intensity, so it's not that difficult as in a 5-mile run or sprints. But if you want to get faster at running and your gym doesn't have a Stairmaster, then you can run a few miles or do a circuit. For a circuit, you can set it up to where you can, sprint to an obstacle, do a certain amount of push-ups, sprint back to that obstacle that you started off from, do burpees, sprint back, crunches, sprint back, burpees, and that would be your first set. You would rest for about a minute or two, then you'll do it again for maybe 5 sets. Then boom, you're done with your cardio for the day. High intensity cardio sessions, in my eyes, you don't have to do it for a prolonged amount of time. You can basically hurry up and get it over with. You can also get your cardio done by a nice, relaxing, scenic bike ride or even hike. Now, what if I don't have a gym near me? To be honest, I didn't go to a gym when I first started working out. The first few months, I worked out at home. I had a 25-pound dumbbell, a 30-pound dumbbell, an Olympic barbell that my dad let me use with a couple 45-pound plates. I did stick with the push-pull legs routine though. So my main chest movements would be push-ups, and when I first started out, I wasn't able to do one, so I would have my knees on the ground. I would lay on the ground and do somewhat of a chest press with the dumbbells I had. Then I move on to shoulder presses, and I would do that about 5 sets of 10 reps. Same with lateral raises, rear delt raises, and even front raises. For back day, I would stick with the deadlift with the bar, of course, and 145-pound plate on each side, and I basically just try to practice my form. I would also do rows with them, then I move on to the dumbbell rows. For legs, I just had the bar because I didn't have a squat rack. Then I would do squats with the dumbbells, lunges with the dumbbells, and that was my basic routine for the first months I was starting out. What if I have 0 workout equipment? If you have no workout equipment, I would recommend doing the same routine, but more of a body weight workouts instead of dumbbells or barbells. Chest day, you can do push-ups, incline, decline push-ups, triangle push-ups, one-arm push-ups, and alternating push-ups, which basically means that you're shuffling from side to side. For back day, you can do pull-ups. That will be one of your stapling movements. And if you can't do pull-ups, you can just jump on that bar and hold yourself there for as long as you can and slowly let yourself down. If you don't have a bar, what I used to do is jump on the fence, hold myself there, and slowly let myself down. Surprised that motherfucker didn't break. I would recommend doing it as many times as you can for about 5 sets. Planks is a good one as well as it helps your core. Make sure to keep your core and lower back tightened. You can also do close grip push-ups, but make sure when you reach the top to squeeze your back. For legs, you can do body weight squats, lunges, alternating lunges. You can do box jumps or box lunges, and really any jumps in general. Now, number 5, conclusion. These are all basically the tips that I would recommend. If you're struggling to lose weight, stay consistent in your diet. Don't even think of it as a diet. Think of it as a new lifestyle. This is a new beginning. Time will fly by, trust me. Another thing that I would recommend is to keep progress photos of yourself. It will help motivate you if you were to compare last week's photo or last month's photo to this new month. You will see your progress. That's basically all what I got, and I hope this video helps you lose weight. I hope it helps expand your mind with this knowledge that I just gave you. And if I missed any key points, sorry. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section and I will try to help you. Sorry if this was kind of a bland video, but I'm still trying to work on it. And I also have more videos in the future. I did attempt the 10,000 calorie challenge because my video reached well over 1,000 views. So look out for that. And then I also have a 10,000 calorie aftermath, which is basically me going to the gym and just exploding in glycogen from all that food that I've ate. So look out for that as well. But other than that, thank you for watching and hope you have a good one.